Hello, 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 hello. Thank you everybody for joining me, The Real Lovey C. I am your host, and we are waiting on my co-host, Prissy. Um, as you know, I took a break last week. So I did a double episode of Love and Marriage yesterday. So I'm doing a double episode of Ready to Love. Y'all, we are getting down to the end of Ready to Love. I think it's 2 more episodes. Tonight, be sure to watch it, and then next week will be the final episode, the season finale. I'm going to bring in Prissy. Hey, Prissy, how are you?
Hello, the real lovely C. I'm so sorry for the delay. My computer went down.
It's all good. Hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. Can you hear me
Yes.
good? Okay. So as I was saying, we're down to the last let down like tonight's episode, and then next week will be the season finale, and it will be the last show for love and Ready to Love DMV, which I always say Potomac. Okay, so we're going to do, I got it mixed all up. So we're going to do episode 10, episode 11. I'm doing 2 episodes, like I said, like I did last night. Um, when you come in the room, please hit that like button. Hit the like button for me. And hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. I've gained a couple of subscribers. I want to thank my day ones, and I want to thank my new subscribers also. So y'all know I like Purple Hearts. I know it's in the daytime, so we're not going to really get any that much feedback. But on the replay, please hit that like button. When you come in, just hit the like button. That's all. And share this video so I can get exposure. It really means a lot if you can do that. All right. Um but what I'm going to do, I'm going to get started. And so we're talking about season 5, Ready to Love. We're doing episode 10 and we're doing episode 11. Better late than never. Episode 10. A man goes home and Clifton leaves the kid in tears. Tina finally shows up, leaving Donovan confused. Tommy gathers the group post getaway, and tension emerged between Paul and Carmen, and Dakia and Sabrina and her two D's, which is Demetrius and Donovan. Okay, so let's get right into it. Sabrina calls Tori and Paul to the front because when we left off, it was time for a man to go home on this resort that they went to. So Tori and Paul was called to the front, and one man is going home and the other one needs an improvement. Tori goes home. Okay. It was sad to see Tori leave, but we know it had it coming. Okay. He really didn't, he put all his eggs in one basket. That's why when you dealing with this particular show, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You got to at least have one or two that you, at least two that you're interested in. Okay, so Tori goes home. The kid and Clifton have a conversation. Clifton lets the kid know that he has a strong connection with Joey. Okay, so what do you think about that?
Well, like you said, it's coming down to the end of the line now, and I still think that Joy and Clifton is going to make it, but I'm a little concerned about Selena. What is her name? Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yeah,
Sabrina.
I, I, I just,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wondering about her, and it's just, like I was saying before, it's coming down to the line. It looks like everybody knows who they want, but it's still an oddball left out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get into all that. So like I said, Clifton have a conversation with Dakia because it was a group thing, and put your stop video on Prissy. That way until you come
thank
back.
you, thank you.
You see the stop video?
Yes,
Okay, there you go.
did it work?
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead. Just that's okay. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. I'm gonna continue with the show. Okay, so Clifton have a connection, and Clifton lets the kid know he has a strong connection with Joy. Sabrina let Demetrius know he needs to step it up. He needs to step up his game. So she let him know that. Okay, she needs to see a lovable side of him, and it was sad to see the kid leave with tears in her eyes. Clifton felt her emotions. Cause see, she came to the resort, and it was like thrown in her face the attention that her and Clifton, the Joy and Clifton had. They didn't get any time to spend together. So when they sat on the back porch together for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. They talked about, they and they really didn't talk about anything. You understand what I'm saying? So Clifton finally had that talk with her, and it was heartbroken because she had been sitting around wondering, okay, so when you gonna spend some time with me? Because prior to coming to this trip, we talking on the phone, and y'all gonna cuddle up on the sofa, this your big teddy bear, but your big teddy bear felt a connection with Joy. Joy was smart. It's like playing a game, but it's like going with after what you want. Joy got matching pajamas. They played a game in the front room. They did a lot of things. So Joy was dominant, and Clifton felt that stronger connection instead of Dakia, and he had to let her know. So when they got in the hot tub, um Joy asked Clifton, "Are you okay?" And he mentioned something about the kid. He said, "I didn't ask you that." She said, "I asked, are you okay?" So it was a heartbroken thing for him to let the kid down, and he had already made his choice with Joy. How do you feel about that?
Well, I felt so sad for Dakia because I felt like she didn't get the chance that she thought she was getting. I felt like she didn't get that. And he knew already who he wanted. So he should have, to me, in my opinion, he should have just was straight with her in the first place instead of having her waiting on the side. Because then she could have focused on someone else or other.
Like
Yeah.
Paul, but her and Paul did get a chance to spend some time together, and Paul made her day, saying, "Any man who turn you down, you a knockout, you a fresher breath air." So I'm glad Paul was there to pick up the pieces. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the episode where he told her that, and it made her feel a whole lot better. I just hope their connection get a little bit stronger.
Yeah, and I think as we go on, we're gonna talk about them more too. So Donovan calls Tina back to back with messages after messages. She never calls. Sabrina and Demetrius, Joy and Clifton enjoy the hot tub. Okay. Donovan and Carmen makes a connection. He rubs her legs, they talk, and they even share the hot tub, and they slept in the same bunk bed together.
Yeah.
Okay. And they slept in the same bunk bed together. That small bunk
Yeah.
bed, the
Yeah.
bunk
Did
bed.
they sleep though?
So that's what I said. That's what I said. I said the bunk bed. So when Tina came, that's why she had that little attitude on her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, so where were you in Alaska? I heard your car broke down. Where were you in Alaska? Because she knew that when she first came in, she went straight to Donovan, and she asked him, "Would you act like you seen a ghost?" And Common, trying to be sarcastic, said, "Where were you? I heard you had your car broke down, but where did it break down? In Alaska?" You know what I'm saying? So I think a whole lot happened in that bunk bed.
Yeah, but Carmen felt threatened because Tina had came back. But I think Donovan was already put off simply because she wouldn't even answer his phone calls. So that right there told him that
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't ready for love. So with her coming in like that, I guess trying to see where she fit in now. Um,
Yeah, because see, everybody else had gave up on her, and her strongest connection was Donovan. So she said she came back to see if there was a chance for her and Donovan. So Carmen took that place. So girlfriend, bye. Okay. Okay, so while the crew at breakfast, we talked about Tina came to the door. She said she felt like she was she felt like she missed everything. she tell Donovan, let's take a walk. But Donovan let her know that the door is closed. The men had already decided that we to close the door on you. You know what I'm saying? So there is not even whoever you had a connection with is done with, because Demetrius was a connection. Him and Sabrina hooked up, and who was the other one? Donovan and Paul. So she had 3 strong connections, but she blew it all. You
She
know,
wasn't
all she
ready.
had to do was
I don't
call.
think she wasn't
No, she
ready, but
wasn't
she went
ready.
about it the wrong way, I think. I think.
And she put it on her kid, you know, and her job of balancing dating multiple people, but you knew what the task was when you joined the show. And I'm sure you seen the show before you joined it. So, you know, it is what it is. So let's move right along. Paul let the kid know how lucky any man would be to have her, and she really needed to hear that after the letdown she received from Clifton. Okay, well, we already talked about that, so we can move right on because we doing 2 shows in one. Donovan asked Tina why was she there. Carmen had a talk with Tina because Carmen went outside because Tina went outside for a walk after Donovan told her what he had to say, and she went outside for a walk. So she not knowing the whole conversation with Donovan, Carmen was really being nosy because I think more went on in that bed, and she trying to see where they stood, you know. So Carmen had a talk with Tina. Why don't you just want to be, I just said she just came out there to be nosy. Tina said, she guess she's not ready to love. She said herself, she guess she's not ready to love. You know, the conversation didn't even matter because it wasn't conversation wasn't sincere. So it ain't even worth me talking about. So the group gathered back with Tommy, you know, because after they packed up, you know, and she showed up like 10 minutes before they was getting ready to leave, you know. So the group gathered back with Tommy, and at the end of the week. Tension emerged between Paul and Carmen. Carmen trying to belittle Paul, and Carmen and the kid gets into it back. They go back and forward. That was really so unnecessary about bought parts and natural. You know what I'm saying? And it started off with Paul. Paul was turned off by her because see, when this trip started, one no man approaching her. Didn't nobody approach her to the end after they found out Tina wasn't coming. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody approached her. She went to approach Donovan. You know, she went to approach him, because nobody had approached her. So really, for real, she was the last go person. She was the last to go person. That's the way I see it. And she ended up with Donovan. And do I think that's gonna work? No, no, hell to the no. I do not think it's gonna work. It's gonna work. She can bring him up. He'll be her little play toy. Allegedly, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it will work. You know what I'm saying? You know, it'll be more like a come up. It'll be more like a come up. I got another who is this? Girl, you on the screen 2 times. Oh, let me kick that one off. Okay. Yeah, so let's move right along. Paul and Dakia had a lunch date, and and Paul says all the right words. Joy and Clifton wants to build a future. Um he wants to build a future with her, and they had a dinner date. They really enjoy each other. The kid says she needs somebody who's going to protect her heart. So continue with the luncheon with Tommy. So they continue with the luncheon with Tommy, and they told him everything. Tommy said he will call Tina. I think we'd have lost Prissy. We'd have lost her somewhere. All right. So yeah, basically that's what happened. We lost Prissy somewhere. Prissy, if you can get back, then I'll wait on you for a few more minutes. Yeah, so it was like mixed feelings with this situation and a lot of game plan. But it's down to the last two. I think Donovan and Carmen gonna make it. No, I do not. I think she gonna be his this gonna be her play toy. You know, she gonna walk right over him. You know what I'm saying? Or he's going to bring her. She's going to bring him up. That's how I feel about that. And that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He's a real estate, so I mean, I'm sure he made good money, and whatever job that she has, it is what it is. But I don't see. I really don't see them making it for no length of time. I give that relationship 6 months because I don't feel like he's been single enough, long enough to be ready to be in a committed relationship. You know, I just don't see it. So I hope they date a while before, if they, because he wants to get married again. He has a child. She has a son. So I mean, it's a possibility it could work. I don't know, but I'm not gonna bet on it. I bet that the kid and Paul, y'all know from the get-go, I was not crazy about Paul. But Paul has really rubbed off on me. I was saying, Paul, go home. Paul, go home. And he really rubbed off on me. We lost Prissy, and she might not even know she not even on here, but that's okay. She was here. She ended up being on here 2 times, so I don't know what happened. Okay, so episode 11, y'all. All right. It was called All in the Family. We're going to get through this fast. I'm not even going to get too much commentary on it. I'm just going to tell y'all what happened, because this was 2 shows in one. Concern arises when the men introduce their women to their family. Joy and Clifton must survive a career that takes Joy to Mexico for 6 months. Paul and Dakia attempts to trender the friend zone, and Sabrina weighs out her options. Yes, she weighs out her options. The men meets in the gentleman lounge. They down to the final 4 now. Okay. Tommy gives an update, and Tina stood Tommy up. She ended up being a no-show. So she is not ready to love. He like, uh-uh. She not ready to love. She not ready. She stood that man up and he stayed out there for hours. I think that was wrong and inconsiderate. It didn't take nothing but a phone call, or she could have just told him on the phone um how she felt. Okay. I think she was more embarrassed than anything. Okay. So she'll see it on the show, how it played out and how it looked, and it'll give her some reflection. So Tommy give the assignment, she back. Hey girl, we had missed you for
I
a
don't know,
minute.
technical difficulties is all I could think it was. Sorry.
Yeah, we had
What I
that's
missed.
okay. We had
What I missed.
you didn't miss it. I just started on the last
Okay.
episode, on episode 11. So so Tommy gives the assignment. It's time to introduce the women to the men family. Okay, it's time for them to meet the men's family. So Joy is meeting Clifton's. She's meeting his cousin and uncle. They're about, they were about Joy being a singer, and she's gone for 6 months out of the year. Clifton is a workaholic. The family end up loving Joy, but I believe they will work it out when it comes to her job. How do you feel about that, Priscilla? About Joy working for 6 months and, you know, Clifton being a father and um being a workaholic, and she's over Mexico for 6 months out the year.
I don't know. That question is a little tricky because what I see with Clifton, he wants that constant daily, relationship. But I guess if he really feel like if he feel that she's the one and they talk about it and everything, maybe they can come to some agreement where that will work for them. I just don't know with the long distance relationship, and that's a long time, 6 months. So I'm a little skeptical, but
Yeah, but
we'll,
yeah, but they can, like, he can come to Mexico maybe every other month, and they can spend time together. You like during a weekday, you know,
yeah, but
he can
he
come to
said
her
he a
show.
workaholic, so unless he can get vacation time, it might work.
But weekends, maybe.
Maybe.
I think they would make it work. Um, when they show the season finale, he shows up with flowers. So if that person is going to be with that person, they'll show up. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And if they don't show up, then they're not ready to love that person. So it's like your back is turned and you standing there waiting on this person, and then that person comes to you and tell you, yes, I will take your hand and we'll work on it. I am ready to love you. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's what we got to look forward to next week. Okay, so let's get right into it. 'Cause girl, I got these lights on and it's hot. I had ring lights on, so they with the computer, so they be hot. So where was that? Okay, so Sabrina and Donovan, they talk about him not being ready to love. Sabrina made a statement at the last meeting that Donovan said he wouldn't be here if it if he wasn't he wouldn't be here if he wasn't ready to love. They got in a heated argument with each other. Donovan tell Sabrina she haven't been honest with him or Demetrius the whole time. He told her he chose Carmen. Sabrina um said they're cleaning his dirty he's sitting there cleaning his dirty fingernails out, and he acting really nasty. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there while he talking, he's sitting there cleaning, ignoring what she's saying, cleaning his nails out like this.
Really?
You know, getting the dirt out, being sarcastic, not listening to a damn thing Sabrina got to say. But Sabrina really played the field. You know, she had 3 connections. And for her to do what she did, it kind of pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Because Demetrius is a good man. You know, I understand that you know, she had, okay, the only reason Donovan went with Carmen is because when they had the talk at the house, she said her concerns was he only been single for 3 months,
Mhm.
and he's not ready for a committed relationship. So that made him go to Carmen next, because he on defense. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, this process show is for a long time commitment, you know. So it is what it is, and let him clean his dirty fingernails, and Carmen take him get a pedicure.
Well, you know what Sabrina did? I mean, like you said, she had 3 connections, but did none of them, it was something wrong with each one of them. And so I guess she just didn't want any of them because she got a little sidetracked with Donovan, Demetrius for being submissive. Donovan Donovan for
And
not,
that's still her problem.
yeah, and then with Donovan, he hadn't been out there long. And then with
Tori.
Tory, he wasn't forward enough. He wasn't talking. He wasn't putting himself out there. So neither one of them, to her, by her specification, she had some connection, but it wasn't that. As soon as she learned about those issues, she backed back. So maybe she wasn't ready
But
for love.
that's my whole point. Maybe she not ready to love, because Demetrius said, I'm not, I would give my heart once I know that you picked me.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I will give my all in all. I will open completely up. But I'm not gonna open completely up when you still got other connections and get hurt.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And he said, those was my friend's words about submissive. I never said anything about submissive. I thought we got this out the air. You know, he said, I don't, you don't have to be submissive to me. You know, you can be yourself.
Hmm.
You know, you can be outgoing. All I want you to do is love me.
Well,
You know,
like
be
I
there
said,
for me.
she wasn't ready, but she met.
And I just, as she strung these men along, you know, I understand her concern with Donovan. I even understand Tori would have been a good man for her. I really believe he would have. You understand what I'm saying? And but Demetrius was the one. Demetrius was the one. But we gonna see if when Demetrius, if I'm thinking that they not gonna even make it to the beach with the flowers. I don't even think he's gonna turn up with no flowers. You know. So Paul and the Kia talk about how Carmen is very bitter with the Kia since Aaron. You know what I'm saying? He accused she accused Paul of something, uh how he get aroused over certain women, and Paul said that's a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, this is what she said. Hell, it was on TV, but I'm still gonna use the word allegedly. I have my banner on, so everything is alleged over here. So, and it's for entertainment, educational purpose. Read the banner, okay? So, don't come for me, sending me no email. Yes, girl. So, where was that? He was bitter with Paul and the kid talked about how Carmen is and how bitter she was with since the kid um in the Aaron situation. You know, Eric. Remember Eric?
Yeah.
And she was after Eric. Eric had did some work for her, and he was in the kitchen and he acted a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
You know, so she's still bitter from that. Um, the Kia meets with his family, and she would get to know him a little bit better. Okay, so we almost done, girl. Their connection took place late, but I think they will be okay. I'm hoping she will pick Paul. She had dinner with his brother. The questions was hard, but she gave the right answers. He said it sound rehearsed, but he thinks she's good for him. He picked her. So she did good with his family, and that was his brother. Okay, we almost done. Donovan meets with Carmen, and she meets with his mother. She bought flowers to him and his mother and wanted to know all the stories coming about him coming up. She talked about the values and morals. She let her know about her son, and her son haven't seen his father in 8 years. His mother said she's a winner, and she is very funny. So Carmen is a go. What you think about that?
Carmen or Joy?
Carmen and Donovan meeting his mother.
Well, the mother says she like, usually the mother can kind of tell about women. Maybe, if the mother likes her, it'll be fine. But with Carmen, you
Well,
never know
this
with
is the first one. This is the first one that he's bought to his mama
Oh, well,
for a while.
okay. Well, all right.
He could have picked any family member, but he picked his
Well, maybe he
mom.
picked his
You
mom
know what I'm
because
saying?
he know his mom gonna tell him the truth. Maybe that's why he picked his
But
mom.
she was funny. She was funny as I don't know what. She had me rolling. She wanted them drinks. She just was very comical.
Mm-hmm.
So Demetrius and Sabrina, we about to close in a few seconds. So let's get on with Demetrius and Sabrina. They have dinner, but she turns down the meeting. I hear TV or something.
I got nothing on. I got no sound on. I got the door open. You might be hearing traffic, but I I,
Okay,
I
maybe
need it
that's what it
cracked
is.
just so I could hear the little one.
Yeah, okay. We almost done. Demetrius and Sabrina have dinner, but she turns down the meeting with his family.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, she did. And comes off. She said Demetrius comes off controlling and she have a problem taking a man last name. She don't want to take if she get married, she don't want to take a man last name. So she been married before and she kept her maiden name. She didn't take
She
in
just
her last marriage, she didn't take her the man last name. She coming up with a lot of BS to me.
she's not ready. She's not ready. And if she keep that attitude, I don't know when she gonna be ready. She could keep her last name and still have her husband's name. So I don't understand that.
So they go back and forth, and all this time she don't know what she want, and I just don't feel like she ready to love.
Yeah.
So there's more to come, and Tommy got another curveball
As
coming,
usual.
you know, as usual. But I thought this was gonna be the show tonight was gonna be the last show, but it's we got tonight might be the last show because I think they come with the flowers on this one. So we was behind too. So we caught up, and I think this might be the last. No, it's not. It's We got two more shows. One tonight, and then the one next week.
Okay.
Next week, next week will be the season finale. Girl, I enjoy doing this show with you. So I gotta find another show that you're interested in, cause I like having my BFF. Yeah, I really do, and I try to show you my
I got
appreciation.
it today. Your
So
appreciation.
you
Yes.
did? Yes, I'm glad you
Thank
got
you
it.
ever so
Okay,
much.
you welcome. We'll talk about it on Messenger. I'll call you back after this. So, y'all, this has been Ready to Love, episode 10 and 11. I'm sorry that I I took a week off, but and when I say I took a week off, I had another show, but I did give y'all one 5-minute video on a celebrity that pleaded guilty. So just go back and watch that video, and listen, y'all, hit that like button for me. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and then share the video. Share this video, y'all, because I'm trying to bring my numbers up. I thank you for the new subscribers because I have gained new subscribers, and I'm very happy. But with that, I'm going to close out, and we'll say bye, Prissy. And on the count of three, 1, 2, 3. Catch you next
All
time.
right.
Okay.